Welcome back to Just Me and the Watch. If you found your way back to this video, you're going to be witnessing our second video ever and our first watch review. In my intro video, I mentioned that I had a couple of watches incoming from the previous 11/11 sale on Aliexpress and that I would share them with you guys when they arrived. Well, they have arrived, and today I'm going to share this Steeldive Slim Turtle homage with you. There are several companies who make these Slim Turtle homages, including San Martin. I think it's pronounced Ardune, and probably some others that I can't pronounce very well. The Steeldive was the only version that came on a steel bracelet option. So I'm going to be sharing that with you today, but before I do, I want to talk a little bit about the actual inspiration for this particular watch because it's relatively obscure. When it comes to dive watches, it's hard to overstate the influence that Seiko has had on the industry. From the introduction of the 6.2 Mas, to the iconic SKX 007, to the Marine Master, Seiko dive watches have been so popular that they have garnered nicknames from their fans. The Turtle, the 007, the Willard, the Arnie, all terms widely used in the watch collecting community to describe our beloved divers. One in particular, currently known as the Slim Turtle, or 6105-8000, was released in 1968 as an affordable follow-up to Seiko's first diver, the 6.2 Mas. It featured many characteristics that would carry over into later divers, including the 6309, also known as the Captain Willard, or the Turtle. Broad square indices filled with lume and stick hands contributed to its excellent legibility, and a screw-down crown and caseback helped maintain 150 meters of water resistance. Seiko recently brought a new Slim Turtle to market in the United States, and it's quickly gained popularity among collectors and Seiko fans. While this new Slim Turtle is stunning in all of its versions, it's not exactly what one might call affordable, with prices ranging from around $750 on the gray market on a rubber strap up to $1,300 brand new on a bracelet. The Slim Turtle doesn't provide the same bang for your buck as some alternatives. Enter Steeldive, a Chinese mushroom brand who made a name for themselves by providing a cheap, high-value version of another watch in the Turtle family, the 6309 or the Captain Willard. Since the introduction of the Steeldive Willard, they've brought several other homage designs to market while focusing on specs for the price. Most of their offerings feature sapphire crystals, Seiko NH35 movements, and very solid lume application. Their Slim Turtle homage is no different. So as I dig into the packaging, you'll see the familiar cushioned black plastic case, which provides excellent protection during shipping. Inside, you'll find an abundance of plastic wrapping plus an adjustment tool for the band. These watches always come with a warranty card that's almost useless since it isn't signed, and a surprisingly thick and complex instruction manual. Here, among all the plastic wrapping, we have the typical Steeldive tag, and I actually like the logo, though not everyone appreciates it. It is a little controversial. This watch is pretty good looking though. They've obviously just repurposed their Willard dial and handset into this case, and frankly, while it's pretty versatile, the oyster bracelet doesn't really belong on every watch. I think the current genuine Seiko comes with an engineer bracelet. Let's get all the wrapping off and take a look. The screw-down caseback features the familiar laser-etched logo and specs, 200 meters of water resistance, and NH35 movement. The solid end links are very nicely machined. I have one of their earlier Willard models, and the solid end links are pretty rough, so it's nice to see they've made these improvements. One additional improvement is the clasp. This time, we get a solid milled clasp with 6 micro adjustments, and that might be more than any other watch in my collection, but it does make it easy to find a good fit. Coming around to the front of the 41mm case, we get a slightly box-domed sapphire combined with a ceramic bezel insert. By the way, that 120-click bezel action is very solid, another improvement over previous watches. As is the case with most of the watches from this vendor, the lume is very bright and liberally applied. And while it might look a little patinaed or cream colored under my lens, it's actually pretty white in real life. Here it is on my 7 7/8 inch wrist. I will say that with a lug-to-lug of 47 millimeters and male end links that make it effectively 53 millimeters, this may not be the best choice for those with slimmer wrists. It does slim down very nicely though once you take off the bracelet and put it onto a rubber strap. So that's my take on this Steeldive Slim Turtle. The same good value as the current Willard, but in a slightly different case shape. I picked this up during the 11/11 sale for $109 US. I think that it retails regularly for about $120 US. And if the size and shape work for you, then it's a really great bargain. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you next time on Just Me and the Watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe.